Beautiful. Let me sort this out then. Put this in the chat and people can join us. All right. One last time. Ignore you on this one. You couldn't drive because you want a controller. So time to spend all this race on Dougal's point of view then. This is unusually punctual. Yeah, I know. I got time. Doing this before I play some WWE. Gonna play in universe mode after I've done this. Probably not live though. It's the only point of reference. 12th place. Absolutely incredible point of reference. That's actually impressive. That's all but impressive, that, because you do it once, you kind of just... You surely would have learned by the second time round. Yeah, we'll give it a couple of minutes, let people join, and then we'll get going one last time. The Lexus would be really good here. Seal was a bit of an issue the entire way round for some people. I know the McLarens would struggle having that experience firsthand last night. Still came second, but had that experience firsthand. But yeah, we got a couple of... So we got 9 laps here, then 23 laps in the race itself. So we will give it a minute or two, and then we'll go through the grid. Quite frankly, the Lexus would be pretty good here, I reckon. I'm going to put the YouTube stream up on my phone before we get going, and then once that happens, we'll be good to go. There's the stream. Turn that down. So everyone can hear me pretty well. Then I'm guessing. Alright, let's walk through this grid then. We've got enough. We've gone through enough here. So, Whack. Yeah, nice. Whack is on pole here in the Renault, which is fairly a surprise, to be honest with you. That doesn't... In a Renault at Daytona? What the hell was the rest of the group doing? Musa in second, Coach in third. That's more what I expected. Pasti in 4th in the Beetle, Yuri in 5th, Bansi in 6th, O'Leary in 7th, SD in 8th, JMS in 9th, Darlington in 10th, that might be his highest qualifying in a while. Jezza 11th, Dougal 12th, and Mo at the back of the grid, I believe had a qualifying ban. Yeah, Mo had a qualifying ban, so he was at the back. But yeah, with that being said, Daytona, one last race here for season 18 in ALR, and it's 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. And Wacker's got off to a flying start here over turn 1 with Musa in 2nd, Pasti in 3rd, who's got off away. The Supra, however, did not. Yuri's up in a 4th, Fancy in 5th, Coach has dropped to 6th. We go into turn 1 now. Yuri still behind Pasti. No one has surprisingly died into turn 1. I think JMS almost clobbered the inside wall. He somehow managed to get away with it. I think he's been he's actually got himself up in the 10th here. Dougal's got up into 10th. Oh, we'll have to give that one a second look. I'm not entirely sure what's happened here. Let's go back. Who should we be looking at here? You got Dougal, JMS, O'Leary. Oh, Dougal hit the side of JMS. Darlington's also collided with Dougal. It's a little bit of a mess in the back of the grid. A little bit further forward now. Steve's looking at the inside of the Supra. This could get messy if he gets it wrong. He doesn't get it wrong and everyone gets through safely. O'Leary's gone far too deep in the back of the field there. And slides on the exit, just about gets away with everything. Wack has got himself quite handedly away from the rest of the grid right now, but unfortunately for him, there's a straight that's about to come up, and a lot of people in faster straight line car than him. Yuri down into 5th, Fancy up in a 4th, Coach is the next one up. Are we going to get people working together? For the love of God, please work together. This is Daytona. You should not be not working together. You should not be going for overtakes here. Coach is going past Yuri. He's got himself in front. We're going to have to stick on here because I don't think the game's going to give us any good camera angles whatsoever. Dougal's hit the back of the grid already. Mo and Jezza are in 11th and 12th, the 2 Porsches. Not having a good time either. No further up the grid. There's a penalty for Mo. He's going to figure it out sooner rather than later. We've got Yuri behind Coach, Pasti behind Fancy Locks, and people are not working together here by the looks of things. That's going to help Musa and Wack get away because they have got to work together. Bump draft, please. Not in this section though. The first section of this lap, you've got to get it right. The corners are actually fairly tough here at Daytona. A little bit unorthodox. Not like we're getting any sorts of overtakes though. Darlington in 10th, Mo in 11th. Everyone is pretty much as they were. Penalty dropped Jezza to the back. O'Leary again, wide on the entrance. Good on the exit though. Good on the exit. Gets himself barely away from that Lamborghini. SD, Yuri and Coach right beside each other. That might have been a little bit deep there for Yuri. You've got to utilise bump drafting while you can. You have got to use it while you can, honestly. Let's see if they do. Pasti, Fancy locks it up in a 3rd, so these guys aren't using it. Continue into the bus stop chicane. Doesn't really look like much of anything happened there, apart from a second penalty for Fancy Locks, far too deep. Pasti's picked up a second as well. And Coach and Yuri are loving life. There goes Pasti there. Takes his penalty. Fancy Locks takes his, and Coach is playing a weaving game to get through them both. As he is now up in a 3rd. Yuri. This is where the point where bump drafting does not make sense. Yuri to the outside. Rounding the outside of Fancy Locks. Even with Fancy Locks' penalty, he almost hit into the side of him there. That was almost well, very nearly catastrophic for those two. Oh, it might be catastrophic here for Yuri, though, who spins it round. And that the yellow flag coming out and, well, almost to the back of the grid goes Yuri, because he wanted to be beside Junior Dougal, who is apparently, those two are just joined at the hip. SD and Pasty looking for positions here, trying to get fifth on the grid. First and second have driven away now. Wack and Musa are well and truly in the distance, about a third of the way into this race. That gap well over a second, so Slipstream not going to be kicking in for the Supra. Currently in third. The Peugeot behind him should get close enough. Realistically, if you get close enough, you see that gap in front, this is not positioned to overtake. This is positioned to try and get yourself back into the fight for the win, because it's just got you. Like, I don't understand the not working together part at Daytona. Let's see what we're going down here. Jedda's got a second penalty again. Dougal and Yuri are going to go at each other. Hopefully this is bump drafting. They can try and get themselves back onto Mo in 10th right now. It looks like it is going to be bump drafting. Finally, a couple of people working together, because there are people working together up here. Darlington goes past O'Leary. JMS is off the track. Well, he might have just about kept his car on there, but he's under fire now. He got passed by Darlington. He almost got hit on the side by O'Leary. O'Leary round the outside. Gonna try and hang it in. JMS slided the car again, but holds on to the position for 8th there. And further forward, Patsy locks in coach. See if these two will work together. You see Moose and Wack in the photo, and in the background of your shot. Not really under any fire, either one of those two. See if we can see a bunch of fights going on. Fancy locks and coach. Is he going to go for an overtake here? This has got to be bump draft! Bump draft him, please! You're in a Peugeot! There you go, that's the first of the bump drafts. I'm not sure why he looked early to try and make that move. Yeah, you're not going to get there into the chicane. You just sit back, hold on, let him get through the chicane normally, take your line and get yourself a good run out. Get yourself away from 5th and 6th, who are very clearly still there and thereabouts as well. And this is what annoys me about people at Daytona, right? And this is gonna turn into a rant, this race, but in particular, people are driving for overtakes, right? Instead of driving Wack might have a penalty there. It's a 3.5. What did you do? How did you get 3.5 on the bus stop chicane? How have you managed that? That's actually, how did you get 2 seconds? 1.5, I'm assuming, is the exit on the big. How did you get? You know what, chop. Absolutely chop at this point. I don't know what to even say. Here comes Darlington round the outside again, past the head Wack. Well and truly on the outside, he's dropped from first. Almost! Oh, something has happened there. I'm not entirely sure what's happened to Darlington. Let's have a look. I think he's at the inside. He goes very deep on SD. He's actually made that stick, so fair play to him. Oh, he just caught the inside of the tyres. He actually kept going with the help of the Renault. He's still beside Esti's Pasty, who sent himself quite flying there through turn 1. Almost took out multiple people. Has got himself up in a 4th. Darlington slided his car there on the exit. We've got JMS, who's now ahead of Wack as well, with O'Leary, the car behind that. The Musa is well and truly off into the distance right now. And then we've got Coach and Fancy Lock sighted for second. And yeah, strong penalty does give that, but at the same time, Alessandro, I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually get that penalty before. Like, that takes some skill to botch multiple track limits in the same goddamn chicane. Let's see if we're gonna get some. We're gonna get people working together here. It might be a little bit too late for a bump now. I guess the 2.5 has got to be the inside here, right? The inside of the first part, because this is 1. If you fuck that up, you get 1 second on the exit. So I guess the 2.5 is the very first corner then. Not entirely sure how Fancy Locks has 2. I'm really confused at how the track limits work on this track. And there goes Fancy Locks, who's been overtaken now by Coach. He's got 2.5. He might be in the same world of pain that Wack was. Pasti's gone by. Estes gone by. Darlington's gone by. JMS is going round the outside of the Brazilian. Here, turn 1. He should have it. He's gone a little bit wider. They've come together. They've come together. Fancy's hit the inside of Wack. Pulled the double. But he might be getting sold underneath. He will get sold underneath, and somehow JMS goes into turn 1 in front and comes out of turn 1 and turn 3 in front. Fair play is actually turn 4, sorry, because the chicane is a double. But yeah, that is fair play to the Irishman in the end. O'Leary there, Yuri in 10th. Mo in 11th, Jezza in 12th, and Dougal is well and truly off the grid, but he's on controller, so we might as well forget that he exists for now. So Coach is in the lead of this. Where the hell did Coach get in the lead of this race? Everything is happening all at once. We'll see if Musa's going to go for this. Laps 6 and 9. That's what Pasti and Este needs behind them. It's for Musa to go for this instead of working together. You are in 13th. You are the very, very tailed off driver. Yeah. Yeah, Coach. You got Pasti, Darlington in 4th, JMS in 5th. That doesn't look good. Este. Oh, what have you done? How have you screwed this up? Oh, that'll do it. Oh, and he got a little bit of contact from Darlington to make to go with it. Oh, that is unfortunate for Este. He's going to drop from 4th all the way down to 9th. Going to be too far ahead of Yuri, realistically, for Yuri to do anything. So Wack is now going to use JMS for a little bit of bump drafting. Try and get the Ford GT, because the Ford GT is probably the best car for this track. You've got Musa and Coach fighting for the lead up ahead. We'll go up there instead, because Coach defends the inside. Musa on the outside. It's well defended from the Supra. The Supra defending into the first sector. JMS is flying against Darlington, looking to the inside of turn 4. Goes far too shallow. Not entirely sure what the plan is there. He somehow got the move. I'm not entirely. What has happened here? What on earth has happened in this one? Wax off the track. Darlington's dropped a few positions. What on earth? Oh, that'll do it. Oh, that's a murder. That's what the hell, Wack. Well, Eldon truly killed him there. Darlington was doing it. This might be the best I've seen Darlington do, to be honest with you, and it's just been clattered right off the track from the championship winner, who has apparently left his driving skill at home. Oh, that didn't look good either. Oh, that didn't look good here. Is there a collision here? Is there a collision between Musa and Coach? Oh, it looks like there is. Oh, just overshot it. He's hit the slight back of Coach, but Coach has kept it on track amazingly. He's only dropped to 3rd. JMS in 4th, Fancy in 5th. O'Leary in 6th, Este in 7th, Yuri in 8th, Mo in 9th, Jezza in 10th, Darlington. That is just unfortunate, man. Darlington in 11th, Wack in 12th, and Dougal is somehow tailed off. Well, I say somehow, he's tailed off at the back of the grid. So Coach here with Pasti. Now, if they work together here, there's still 2 laps to go. They could catch Musa up. I don't know if that's too deep for Pasty, to be honest with you. That might have been ever so slightly deep. I think he's going to get away with it, though. Yeah, he's going to get away with it. I reckon you probably end somewhere like 9th, still, knowing that there's some carnage in this tier. But, Mo there, Darlington, Whack. Yeah, Dougal. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a line. There, that was a line, for sure. That's got to be a penalty, yeah. Definitely not 9th, not ending 9th anywhere up there, surely not. Oh, Musa, a little bit squirrely there. Pasty overtaken by Coach in the final sector of the lap. Pasty almost going a little bit too deep. These two, they've got to work together now. There's still 2 laps of this race. Work together, get up the hill, get onto the banking, and catch up to the Mazda in the lead. Especially for this Beetle, you're looking to try and consolidate a Constructors' Championship in this race. Looking to try and consolidate a Constructors, but they're not really... So you've really got to get yourself going. There you go, there's the bump drafts here from the Beetle on the Supra. This is finally some people working together to try and catch their adversary. There you go, Pasty's not going to get there. Realistically, Fancy is ahead of JMS. O'Leary's in 6th, Destiny in 7th, Fury in 8th, Cheddar in 9th, Darlington has a penalty. Dougal's already ahead of Mo somehow, I'm not entirely sure how that's happened. Going on the banking now, on to lap 9. On to lap 9 here at Daytona. Musa from Coach from Pasty. They are a lot closer. I don't prefer co-op GT7, Fancy. I prefer winning. And I prefer people who know what strategy is. You dumbass. It is one of the things at Daytona that makes me irrationally angry. Looks like Dougal's in 12th here. Let's see if we can find any sort of gap, any sort of fights going into the final lap here. Doesn't look like there's going to be much of any, to be honest with you. Look how close they are to Musa now. They're a lot closer. They're going to run out of time, but they're a lot closer that they work together. It isn't necessarily just co-op. You're just trying to win. If you actively work against people, you're not going to win. That is just true for Daytona. It's as simple as that. Let's see. Coach. Pasty, that might have been a bit too deep, you know. That's been the close line for Pasty the entire way round. He's got away with it a few times now. Here we go, around the final corner. No, it does not. You do whatever you need to do to win. You go around the final corner on lap 9, and it's been no contest after the penalty for Whack. Musa, unchallenged, spins over the line to win at Daytona in the sprint. Into the grass, doing a bit of donuts. Coach gets 2nd, Pasty 3rd, Fancy 4th, JMS 5th, SD 6th, O'Leary 7th, Fury 8th. It looks like Jedda's going to get 9th here. If Jeddah gets 9th, Whack will round out the points in 10th. Darlington 11th, Dougal in 12th. Somehow not going to end last. Yeah, Mo round the final bend as we go to the end of the sprint race. And there you go. Mo at the back where he started after his qualifying ban, not made any ground. He's going to have to find something in the second race here. the yellow car. There's the yellow car. There's the yellow car. As we start downloading... Why is it taking so long? Do I have anything? No, I do not. I do not have anything showing up. Not sure why. It's taken a while to download. I'm just taking a drink because I was actually pretty thirsty through that sprint race. Yeah. Move off that so people don't get too much of a look on who wins. I'm just putting a message in chat. 1 second. Right. I can't type. I cannot type for the absolute hell of things, to be honest with you. Absolute. We plug in now, are we, Ross? Also, Ross, why does your YouTube channel have a little wrench beside it? Mine does not. Why is that the case? Why do you get these privileges? Who do you ask for the daily double prize? Probably Ross. I suck. Well, fuck you. Screw you. Alright, let's go through. We'll pause this in a second. This is where Ross gets inundated on every request under the sun. We got Whack. Right, so we got Whack at the front on medium tyres with Jeddah in behind him. Yuri in third on hards. O'Leary in fourth on mediums. Zesty in fifth on the same tyre. Then you got JMS in sixth on hards. Hards for Fancy Locks in seventh and for Pasty in eighth. Mediums for Coach in ninth and Musa in 10th. And you got Darlington in 11th on the mediums with Dougal and Mo also on the mediums at the back of the grid. Let's go. 23 laps of Daytona. Here we go, and we are off for the final time in Season 18 here in Tier 3 Wide. We are underway. 23 laps of Daytona. Who is going to have the ball to hold out? It's not going to be Pasty because he's already off the track. And he's already lost a position or two here. And Coach might be about to drive on by. Coach is about to drive on by. Musa might go for him as well. Darlington overtaken by Dougal, who's forgotten there's a track on the inside. And Darlington's forgotten there's actually a track to keep his car straight on, apparently. For a great start at the back of the grid. God damn it. Going forward, O'Leary's sliding his car there, I'm pretty sure. Either that was Yuri. It might have been Yuri because O'Leary's now going to go for the outside. O'Leary doesn't get it as they head on to the banking for the first time in this race. 23 laps of Daytona, and this is the first time they're going to be on the banking on it. You got Yuri right beside O'Leary. Please work together, albeit that hard tyre is probably going to make it a little bit more difficult the other way round. be fairly interesting. There you go. So you got Jezza already cleared by the Renault at the front of the grid, who's just gone and, well, disappeared. He is off into the distance already. Yuri in third. Jezza in second. Please stop trying to overtake each other, please. There you go. Get some bump drafting in there from Yuri, and I think that's the case for Esti in the background, who's actually ducked low, and he's going to try and overtake O'Leary now into turn one. You can be right up on the back of the car in front, but he's gone round, gone underneath, and got the position on O'Leary. Fancying the company overtaken as well in the background. Back on the goddamn chase cam, because this is such an that was awful camera angle away from the game. All these guys already well and truly tailed off the back of Wack. Jezza in second, Yuri in third, Esti in fourth, who's right on the back of Yuri now, so fair play to him. Oh, Esti looked for the inside there. We got deep here with O'Leary, who just had to take an evasive action not to hit the Mazda. Fair play in the end for everyone to get through that. Everyone is really close to each other right through the top 7 outside of Wack. Darlington might be able to use straight line speed to get himself involved here. The rest of the group are just starting to fall off just a little bit. Watch from Darlington. Or will we? Because we've got Esti and Yuri side by side. So we're going on O'Leary's point of view. Esti on the inside of Yuri. The two Dutchmen fighting it out. O'Leary has gone so deep, and he's gone with Fancy Locks. And Fancy Locks is off the track and in the wall. What happens here? So O'Leary just goes wide. Fancy Locks dives in, and neither car could go anywhere there, to be completely honest with you. That is an incredibly unfortunate accident. Overshot from O'Leary did not help him in the slightest. That's a sort of massive overshot though. Here comes Coach to the outside, trying to go the long way round. And he gets past Yuri without much of an issue. Dips back in. Afterwards as well, still had the slipstream, so no real issue there. Some people are going to have to try and work their way past Jezza sooner rather than later. Otherwise, you'll see that Renault that should currently, at least 2 seconds down the road, disappear further than that. Currently on the board with Darlington, who's made his way up into 6th. A great start for him. Great start for him in this race. O'Leary and Mo behind that. We'll stay with Darlington for now. Wonder if he's got anything up his sleeve in this Ford GT. It's certainly going to be a good track for that car. It looks like he's not going to be able to do anything into the banking. Is he going to be able to do anything out of the banking? That's the real question here. He has got to run now. You can tell he's got to run. He's going to have to go after Yuri. He might be just going to go past. He is going to go past there. He's gone the outside, a little bit of the wall to begin with as well. He's gone round the outside and he got it. He hasn't lost too much time on Coach either. And now he should be working together with that Supra. He has got to work together with that Supra. Oh, they're going for it. It looks like Esti might be. Esti to the inside. Esti is ahead of Jezza. Intriguing, down into turn 1. If you were going to do it, I guess that's probably the best place to do it. You're not holding people up in this first sector here. If you can get by, that's for certain. We got SD with Jeddah, Coach and Darlington, 4 through, and that's second through 6. That looked like a little bit of contact there. Oh, Coach down the inside of Jeddah, maybe involuntarily. Darlington's half spun his car when he really could have got Coach through. He is going to follow Coach through. He should have followed Coach through is a better way of putting that, I think. He's going to switch to the underside. Switch back attempt on Jeddah is good. This is the perfect track for 4GT, that's the setting. I still don't think I'd take it elsewhere. Going straight line speed, I would have got Jaguar, to be completely honest with you. That Jaguar is an absolute menace. Coach, for some reason, is defending. You see, this is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. You should not be defending that. Darlington had sense, you wouldn't have overtaken. You got the run here, you're going to overtake someone, you overtake him into turn 1. That 4GT is a menace in a straight line though. Look at this. Look at this. A little bit of bump to Coach. It might send him through on SD. He might go for this, you know. Oh, a little bit of contact between those two. He lost the car. He somehow saved it and had contact with Darlington as well. Darlington's up into third. He is an absolute machine at Daytona in this car. Oh, as soon as I said anything, I should have kept my mouth shut. And Coach goes back on through. Jeddah in 5th, Yuri in 6th, Musa in 7th, Pasti, O'Leary in 8th, Pasti in 9th. We've got JMS in 10th, Mo in 11th, Dougal in 12th, and Vasilok is already tailed off. Not quite the gap for Wacker's there. Vasilok has to the next car, but well, still quite a distance away. Coach with Darlington here now into this section, into the bank section on lap 5. You see, this is what I'm talking about. You're in a Ford GT. The Supra is not bad in a straight line. You're probably not going to get it in a straight line normally. Bump him. You can get close to SD that way. Why are you not working together? It's strategy 101, boys. It's strategy 101. Go on then, Darlington. Let's see what you've got this time. Down the wall, turn 1. Okay, that's a bump draft. An unorthodox way of doing it, but there's a bump draft. Just fuel saving behind Coach here. You'd be perfectly fine. Definitely can figure that out, especially in some tiers. I had Scotty last night. It's my main. I have never been more irrationally angry than I was with Scotty last night. There you go, they're up beside Destiny now at the front. Moose's out up in the 5th. I'm not sure where he's come from in all of this. Past it, we've got O'Leary and Yuri. These two are going to go at each other. Yuri's going to defend here into the end of sector 2 here, the middle of sector 2. Oh, is he? That looked very wide. He's on the grass. He's kicking up dirt. He's going to have dirty tyres. Will he go deep? He's got a half-second penalty. And he slides out of the corner. This might not be worth a bump draft. I'm about to say Yuri's in some trouble there. And there goes O'Leary on Yuri. Fancy Dougal tailed off at the back. These guys not really getting much there towards the front either. Then we go towards here. We've got O'Leary and Yuri. Yuri's going to have a penalty to serve at the end of the lap. Probably a little bit too cautious into the chicane there, to be if I'm completely honest with you. Never mind! Never mind, he's over the grass again! Just couldn't get the exit, the grip on the exit, and he is off into the grass. Mo's got a second penalty as well, so that's going to give Pasti a little bit of breathing space. We've got a penalty here for Darlington. With Coach and SD side by side towards turn 1. Believe it or not, this is just going to allow for Musa to drive on through. Right, Musa, I get my teammate by you, coach, and you work together to get on towards the end of the race. Oh, Bike Musa not able to get close enough there to get SD past coach, so the Supra will take advantage. Darlington dropped to 6th, so he's got 2 Beetles behind him to deal with. We're going to go back to this battle. Wack already has at least a 2 or 3 seconds, actually probably more than 3 seconds at this point. The gap to the lead, he's already onto the banking, it's probably more towards 5 seconds. The coach here, just ahead of Esti, and then Musa. Bear in mind, the Mazda isn't too slow in a straight line, and with them both working together, they should be able to get past this Supra fairly easily. I say it a lot in eSports as well, that it's all about the team game. And in a track like Daytona, it couldn't be any more about the team game if you tried. Get it, buddy up, use the slipstream and drive toward the front as much as you can. If you lose that slip, your game's over, your night's done. There you go. Are we going to get any working together from the Mazdas? Get a little bump. Why are you pulling out? Oh, he's letting his teammate through, but his teammate was going to help him. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. His teammate was going to help him. Sure, you're not playing for anything. Well, realistically, the only people who can win the constructors are the Beetle and the Renault. So it's just an interesting call. Work together, get around coach, or get at least one of you around coach. That way you can just sandwich him in. Here comes Musa to the outside. He's going to go a little bit deep as a response. Maybe a little bit too deep. And yep, coach will hold that position for a little while longer. God, that's going to be a massive run. That's going to be a massive run. He's going to go for this. I don't know if he's got the car for it. There you go. Now he's slipped in behind. He's going to use the Supra. The bump draft or two. Now he's going to the inside into the bus stop chicane. Don't do it here. No, it's not going to end well for either one of you. Get a good run now into turn 1. There you go, Musa. Get a good run into turn 1 and do it there. On lap 8 of 23 right now. Musa is getting a really good run on coach. He's pulled out again. I don't know if he's got enough speed this time. Has he got enough speed? If he has, he's way too wide. That's going to be close heading into turn 1. Think he's too wide, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's off the track entirely. And through goes his teammate. And he just got that wrong. Because see the idea, you try and do it into turn 1. If you are going to make an overtake, that's the most sensible place to do it. It just didn't happen there. And now we've got Darlington with Jezza, so Darlington's back toward the top 5. Now Esti gets a second chance at coach. Well, at the moment, without them working together, all this is doing is dragging Wack's lead to an unassailable amount of time. Oh, just taking a look here. It looks like that Ford GT is going to go after the Porsche, realistically. I don't really see him staying behind that for too long. We've got a battle. There's no way SD's going for this here. Yeah, he's going to get that just shut off by coach. If I was coach, I wouldn't even bother defending. It takes more time away defending than it would you just staying in a straight line. You got the car to hold it if you need it. That Super is not bad in a straight line, that's for sure. It got nerfed a while ago, but it's not bad in a straight line by any means. So you just hold your line. Make sure you can cover off the least amount of track as possible. That way you can get over the line as quickly as possible. What are you doing? What are... Darlington? Darlington? No. Why are you two stopping? I bet you're just going on to hard tyres and going to the end. And not going off of your medium tyres that are not even half one. Please. Two stopping at Daytona is a fucking madman's mission. He's two stopping, isn't he? He's two stopping. Please do not be two stopping. It's a ridiculously early pit. Unreasonably early pit. For someone not on a soft tyre. Right, SD and Musa then. SD, Musa and Coach just keeping it the same. They're currently in second, third, and fourth. But as soon as I said anything, Musa to the wall. Musa straight into the wall. He got damage as well. And this is the point where you don't bump draft. Jezza, just go around him. Just go around him. It's not worth it. There you go. He's going to go to the outside. Yeah, Musa's damage is going to hinder him just a little bit here. Now he's in that. We'll go towards the front. Again, Coach defending well from Esty. If you're whacked, you've got enough time. Go make a cup of tea. Go come back. Have a nap. Still be leading this race. Like Esty's got a better run out of turn 4 toward turn 5. There's a little bit of contact on the way through, and that'll stop Esty in his tracks. I could have won with a 2-stop. With that gap, probably. But two stopping at Daytona is mad. It's just madness. There can't be a Jesuits. Well, truly tailed off in second and third. O'Leary, Musa in 6th, JMS in 8th, Fury in 9th, Dougal in 10th, Mo in 11th, Fancelot in 12th, and Darlington is on soft tyres with half a tank of fuel. He's on soft tyres with half a tank of fuel. I've had to watch 7 weeks of some of the dumbest strategies known to man. I told you in the... Now, I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. Oh, Mo's had an issue there. What's happened here? Oh, that's grass. Oh, that's grass. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Fancy's going after Dougal. Watch this. Now this I could understand. Right, potentially not bump drafting. Oh, never mind. Dougal squashed him into the wall. Woof. Oh, that was a bit aggressive. Oh, if Dougal's just going to let Fancelot go. That's a bit aggressive. And yes, he is 2-stopping. I'm not saying anything further on the 2-stopper. This is the 7th, believe it or not, right? This is my 7th cons in essentially 4 days. I started about 3 o'clock on Saturday, right? And I have seen some very, very questionable strategies. Very questionable strategies. Well, I guess he's considerably off the back of Coach now. So Coach has actually got a little bit of an advantage here a second. Do you think the NHS knew? Because I got a letter in the post on Saturday morning about a future blood, like taking the test about some blood pressure and all that to figure out whether or not I can get my health status. I feel like they knew what I was about to embark on. I am losing the will to live. Oh, Musa and Jezza, we'll go back 10 seconds to get a little bit of a look on this. They are quite considerably off the back of 2nd and 3rd. What a trip from Musa's point of view here. He's going to look to the inside toward turn 1. There you go, he's got it done. To the inside! Well ahead. But yeah, there you go. Down the inside goes Musa into 4th place ahead of Jezza. Now we'll see if he can clear. If he can get clear of Jezza now. Or whether or not Jezza might be able to pull in behind him and try and help him out. Oh, that looked a little bit wide there for Musa. But again, that's fair enough given the fact that you want to be slow. You're not necessarily worried about being slow in. You have to be fast out. Unfortunately, hit the grass. And that'll limit the ability to be fast out. That's a certain. That terrain is not where you want to be. Musa's gone wide. Well, high line off the onto the banking. Dropped back down. We'll see if Jezza can give him any help. You know, O'Leary there behind him as well. Fancy Locks ahead of Dougal. Darlington in 12th and Mo in 13th. He's having an absolute mare of this. Wack is almost out of fuel. Coach and Esty still 2nd and 3rd. They have a sizable gap clear to the rest of the pack now. Sizable gap for certain. Here they go for a move into turn 1. We head on to lap 14. He's going to give Coach a bit of a bump draft. All they're going to do here is help their chances to get out of the top, well, get themselves 2nd and 3rd, and then they can fight for it later on. That's what they should be doing. Work together now, fight in the end of the race when you know you haven't got anything to gain. Pasty's fuel is already out at the end of lap 14. He's going to go to mediums to the end here. He was on hards to begin with. Pasty's going to go to the end on medium tyres. 11 laps. Or 10 laps, sorry, because he's done 13. See if anything is going to happen between these two. No, Coach and Esty is still ahead. We've still got Jezza hanging onto the back of Musa. Again, you just need to be fast out the corners. You don't necessarily need to be fast into them. O'Leary is not going to be fast out if you're sliding the car halfway across the track. JMS, Fancy Jury, 7th and 8th. JMS has actually got past Jury, I believe. Darlington up in the 10th, Pasty out of the pits now. We're about to see a real strategy shine on the Lexus. We'll go back to this battle though. See if anything is going to happen into the chicane here. Doesn't look like it. I think he'd managed to keep it shallow enough to be able to hold them out of a penalty as well. Let's see, whack into the pits now then, on lap 14. That's interesting. I don't think he'll be soft on the end of his car then. I think he'll be hard going on. Jezza and O'Leary are both too far off the back. I think this is pit stop time for O'Leary as well. Pit stop time for Musa, who's all but out of fuel as well. So, we're on to lap 15 with the Mazda at the front. We've got Coach here who now assumes the lead of the race. A few people ping you, he's got 15% fuel. Put that into comparison with the rest of the group. See, they've been able to actually put something together on the fuel right now. Wack has come out ahead of Darlington, who's on his 2-stop. Esty and Coach here are coming in at the end of the lap. Would be very surprised if they go an extra one. Daytona's not a bad one to start on, but your times are going to vary depending on, like, if you go to a league race in particular at Daytona, your times are going to vary wildly, because if you have slip, it'll be a fun time. If you don't have slip, it's not. It is not a fun time at all. But yeah, there are definitely other tracks I'd probably start learning before I'd start at Daytona, though. Jezza out ahead of Wack. Wack is currently comfortably out ahead of Darlington. The gap significantly smaller than it was at the start, though. Albeit Darlington still has to pick, because he's went on to stop and 2 stops at Daytona when the pit lane is about 50 seconds. Because that makes sense. When the rest of the group are also going to do, when most of the rest of the group are going to do medium softs. A good measure as well. There you go, pits for the front 3. There's Jezza, Coach and Esty. All of them in now. Wack is going to come round and have to do the first couple of corners to try to get out in front of them. Should do it by quite some distance, to be completely honest with you. The rest of them haven't even started fueling yet, and he's already at turn 1. There's the exit of the pits right there. They've only just started at the hole. Oh yeah, it wasn't, but it doesn't justify a 2-stop, man. Hard medium is not necessarily that much worse. Let's be honest. If you're not able to do that 2-stop, you default to your hard medium. That is the default. If you're lucky enough to do her medium soft, then fair play, but you default to the 1-stop with the hard tyres, surely. A 2-stop at Daytona is just ridiculous. We got the Coach and Esty stick. They came out 3rd and 4th, right? They came out behind Darlington. Yeah, it was. It was, definitely. Definitely was. 100%. But, like, the hard medium or some variation of that isn't going to kill you. That's for certain. It's certainly a better alternative to medium soft, I'm going to tell you that much. I don't even have to test that. Looks like Esty is still on the back of Coach, not really doing too much with it though. Musa has got away from O'Leary fairly handedly. Jezza has come out behind O'Leary as well. Pasty after that. He's in 8th, Yuri's in 9th on the medium tyre now, had to put in a lot less. Well, that's impressive, he did 9 on the soft, admittedly. I'm not sure I would have done that. Yeah, you had similar on Yuri then. Yuri had about 16, you've got yourself a decent chunk closer. Oh, Darlington now into the pits again. This is where this is what I was talking about. Darlington had a solid top half. Probably even a top 5 sitting for him if he just did the normal 1-stop. Even if it had to be medium hard. not a lot of fighting going on this track right now, to be honest with you. We're on lap 17 of 23, about 6 or 7 to the end then. Darlington came out in 11th ahead of Dougal and Mo. Yeah, it does. It does, yeah. Being in a McLaren last night without Rita tyre in particular with an absolute mare. Absolute mare. Continue on though. Jeddah is right up, well, not right up to the back of O'Leary, but definitely within slipstream range. O'Leary currently in 5th. I think this is actually a switch. I think, I can't remember if Jeddah came out ahead of O'Leary or not. Bit random, not trying to shift up there. I got SD and Coach. See, this is smart. This is smart to me. SD hasn't really had to do much of anything. He's been able to fuel save. He's been able to sit behind Coach, make Coach do all the work. And now, as soon as he can get close enough, if he can get close enough within the last couple of laps, maybe lap 22 or lap 23, just send it. I'm not necessarily one for biding your time, right? I'm not. You'll see. If you've watched eSports at all this season, you'll know that I am one in particular for if you have your moment there and then, take it. That does not apply to this track. This is the one track that does not apply to. Not unless you can. You really do have to be patient around here. The opportunities are going to be there, but if you go too early, you're going to lose out. It looks like Casti is just going to hang to the back of Coach just a little bit longer. Whack, you see that yellow Renault, a little bit of a dot in the distance there in the screen. He's going out the bus stop chicane now with a sizable advantage on the on the hard tyre, sorry. And cruise control of this sprint, this feature. Was second in the sprint until he got a penalty. He's in cruise control right now. Bear in mind, as reigning Tier 3 champion, he'll be in Tier 2 next season. He's going to have to step up to the plate. A little bit harder competition potentially for him. See if he can back up the championship with something special there. Right now, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to win the Constructors, though, because Pasti and O'Leary are both doing well enough in this feature. Really putting the nail in the coffin. Pasti looked for it for a split second there. Coach has decided to defend. And I don't really know why he didn't really look like he was actually going for it. Just trying to spook Coach into a move. Someone would really think that I'd figure out to take a goddamn hay fever tablet sometime soon. Sorry about that. Jesus. Barely see. Yeah, we got SD up ahead of up behind Coach now, as they have been for the last 12 laps. Musa cleared O'Leary by quite some distance, and O'Leary's cleared Jeddah as well. Passed the next car up. Oh, Yuri just about keeping his car going there. Here, JMS fancy. No one really within shooting range of the other. There might be slipstream range here for Fancy Locks actually. Maybe just about. As to the back are close, but not really going to have much of an effect on this race. He's dropped off the back of Coach just a tad. We'll see if anything's going to change. We're about 4 laps to go here at Daytona. We're about to be on to lap 20. There goes O'Leary over the line. There's no real close battle on this track right now, is there? Fancy is pulling JMS a lot closer than he was. He might have a fight on this lap if he can do the infield correctly here. 47.6 is a pretty good lap actually. About 0.5 of a second quicker than JMS. He has got a lot closer. JMS may have had a bit of an error there at turn 1. Fancy Locks is definitely within range now. Oh, JMS had a bit of a mare through turn 2. We got yellow. We got a yellow flag. Love how my voice decided it didn't want to cooperate through that one. Where is the yellow flag? Who is it for? Confused. Who's the yellow for? Not these two. These two are the bad. I'm really confused what the yellow was for then. Go have a look at these two. Dougal holds on. We'll go back to Coach and Esty then. I am really confused as to what the yellow flag... Oh, it's Musa! Oh, it's Musa that's the yellow flag! That'll do it! Wow, oh, he dropped a couple of positions there. Yeah, he lost out to O'Leary, he lost out to Jezza as well. Well, that's a bad time to spin, I'll tell you that much. You were clear 4th. There was no one really around you. Safe driving, you would have got top 4. You handed it to a Beetle now. Looks like we haven't got much left after that. Here comes Fancy Locks on JMS. We know Fancy Locks isn't going to give JMS any sort of help to try and go after Yuri. So this is going to be overtaken. This is going to be an overtake if Fancy can do it. Here we go. He might actually help JMS here. He's got giving him a little bit of a bump draft. This is not, for someone who said he didn't like doing it, this is surprising. Oh, a little bit of confusion between the two of them there. A little bit of a jump out of the banking. They head down towards turn 1. Technically, I guess this is turn 1, is it not? And this is turn 2. I don't know what the Daytona track looks like. The track map would define that as the... Oh! Oh, that'll be the heart attack he was talking about earlier. JMS just turned in far too soon. That never looked like you won. Like, yeah, he just missed that close. Just never got the angle. Never got the angle of that one. In the slightest. Wow. Well, JMS just, yeah, that, can imagine why Fancy Locks nearly had a heart attack. That would definitely have been a code promo, not to say. Oh, we've got people fighting here potentially for 6th. Musa, that car in the foreground. I think Jezza, actually in the background. Sorry, Jezza in there as well. Let's see what is going on. Are we going to get any sort of fights for 5th through 8th right now? The coach has managed to just drive away from Esty just a little bit as he tries to solidify his 2nd place. That might be a bit deep. That's one of the lines of all time there from the GTR. Yeah, that's a penalty. Yeah, about to say that definitely did not look good in the slightest. Musa trying to break the toe. Or is he? What is he doing? What is he doing? Why did he come off? I'm so confused. Have I missed something? Why is Musa come... Did he push past me off the track before or something? What is he doing? He just didn't recognize an input. Stopped him putting on a pedal, I guess. Something must have died. Not sure what it is, but something must have. That looked extremely abnormal. Well, O'Leary's got a chance to go after Jeddah now, I guess, then. That was a crazy 30 seconds. Musa stopped his car basically entirely. JMS decided that he liked turn 1 barriers. Sure. I don't know what to expect at this point. It's lap 22 of 23. And Jeddah's high now. Jeddah's on the high line. They don't have to save the tyres. The tyres are going to last the extra lap. You've only got one more lap after this. Not sure why you aren't going toward the ground now against the tighter line. It's not about the tyres anymore. It's all about finding that pace, because now O'Leary is well within shot. Oh, Pasty, sorry, is well within shot. Wrong Beetle. Pasty's well within shot, potentially on the next lap. Musa's lost out to Yuri now. I'm not sure what came up with the hazard there, but Musa is in deep trouble with his tyres, that's for certain. See if he's got any chance here, Musa. Yeah, Musa's struggling. Musa is struggling quite drastically right now. Coach has driven away from SD, so this is realistically the only battle we've got left on the track. Everyone else is too far away on that 23 of 23 on the final race of the season. Wack needed to outscore the Beatles by, I think it was like 40 points or 30 odd points, something or other. I don't think he's done that somehow. He's won the race, he came second in the first one, but to outscore 2 Beatles to have come in the top 6 in the feature by 40 points is nigh on impossible. And look at that, round we go. We're just going to sit here and we're going to go to the banking. The final banking, the final turn on what has been a magnificent season for the Renault driver. He won his championship with a round to spare at Fuji, and he's going to round the season off with a win after running out of fuel to go with it and win a Daytona in the feature. Wack has won the final race of the season. Coach will come second, Desti will come third on a good day for him. O'Leary will come fourth, and with that, one championship was decided last time. The Constructors' Championship is going to be decided now. And O'Leary goes over the line, followed by Jeddah, then Pasty and the Beetle. And the Beetle will win your Constructors' Championship for season 18 in Tier 3 White. Yuri in 7th, Pasty locked in 8th, Musa in 9th. JMS comes over the line in 10th. Darlington 2 stopped and still came 11th. Which makes you think that if he had just done a one-stop, how well he could have done in this race. Mo's got a penalty, and I think that's not enough, realistically, to drag Dougal into this, I don't think. Yeah, it's going to be need 100 extra meters, to be honest with you. To stop that, so Mo's going to go 12th, and Dougal will round out the pack on the final race of the season. And that is that. Wack has won your Drivers' Championship, but we knew that with a race to spare. He ends off the season with a win in style, in dominant fashion, and the Beatles have won your Constructors' Championship. Great season racing for Pasty and for O'Leary, the team as well. But with that being that, the end of Daytona sparks the end of season 18 in this tier. I have been Pyro, your commentator for the season. And with that, I'll see you next season. Peace.